Alright, let's get started. So I started on a new medication recently, Ritalin. You might have heard of it. Um, and one of the problems with taking Ritalin is it really wakes you the fuck up, you know what I mean? So you kind of have this urge to be super productive, and if you aren't a productive person, it really fucking sucks. So, for the last, fuck me, ever since I was in middle school, I want to say. I mean, I've had jobs, I've been in the military, I've been the work jobs, and spent my life doing something, but for the most part, when I'm off work, um, I tried to avoid social media. I had a Facebook for a bit, I had a Twitter, but I didn't really use the Twitter. I had a couple of social media accounts, and of course, all those are now gone. Um, and I didn't realize it. I would just like go through YouTube, but now that I'm using, I'll just say I'm using Unhook, but where I'm only seeing subscriptions, where I'm not seeing any new content being put out unless one of my subscriptions uploaded it, and I have very few subscriptions channels I actually give a shit about. So what happened though is I spent, I guess, the last 14 years of my life, I guess, really just doing nothing. Like either I was playing video games or I was scrolling through social media endlessly, and I still kind of did that up until fairly recently, but or like I'd watch fucking movies or TV shows. And I didn't realize kind of how addicting social media is and how it can waste an insane amount of your time to the point where I want to say that I've wasted literal years of my life doing nothing and just like going through all this basically garbage content being thrown at me the whole time. Whether I was hanging out on IRC channels or on when I had a Discord, I would go on Discords, and now I'm on fucking Telegram and Matrix, and it's just kind of shit for your brain to do when it's not doing anything. And I'm like, man, now that I feel like I have to be productive, I'm getting kind of bored of a lot of this. And I'm like, I gotta find something to do before I drive myself insane. And I've got a few books that I've been meaning to read. I'm gonna move in a few months. I'm changing states, so I don't expect a whole lot of content coming out. Not that anybody watches this channel, anyways. But I'm gonna be doing some work program, and so for 6 months, I'm probably not gonna have access to a good computer. And it may even be longer than that, I don't even know yet. But I realized today that I was so bored, and I was like, I've got 3 terabytes of movies, I've got 3 terabytes of music, I've got all this shit I could be doing. If I really needed the pastime, and I used to be able to do that where I could just fucking pass time by watching shit or whatever, or gaming, and now I'm just bored. And I feel like I need to be more productive, and I kind of wonder how many people are falling into that same trap where they just endlessly scroll all day, every day, for years on end, day after day, week after week, month after month, and the realization kind of, you always hear about that, right? People that say, "Oh, I'm 30 now, and I just realized how much fucking of my life I've wasted." And I'm like, I always thought to myself, time that you enjoy wasting is not time wasted. But now that I'm looking back on it, how much of that shit did I actually enjoy? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like it seems enjoyable when you're doing it, and then when you go back, you're like, oh my god, I spent all day today just fucking watching YouTube or something. And I don't know, I just kind of hit like a bag of bricks, where I don't know, I gotta find something to do. Because this it's not fun anymore. It's not fun sitting on the computer all day. I barely have any software installed on this computer. it just does the daily shit. You know, it's got everything I need to run a computer. But nothing on the internet's interesting anymore. None of my video games are interesting. I don't really give a shit about. Really, my Linux box is just to have a daily desktop that doesn't run Windows. It's not really like a Ricer box or anything. It's not, you know. And, I don't know, I'm kind of running out of. I'm running out of my ability to do nothing. And, yeah, I've kind of been driving myself nuts for the past few days, thinking, what the fuck can I do? You know, I gotta like go outside and do something. And so I would go outside and I go do something. And I'm like, I don't even want to stay home now because I know when I stay home, I'm gonna be like pacing around the house, wondering what the fuck I could be doing. And I used to not have that problem when I wasn't on this medication, but now that I am, it's like I'm kind of having that little midlife crisis thing, trying to realizing how much of my life is gone and how much more I have to go. Like, can I keep up this lifestyle for the next so many years, you know? Do I really want to isolate like I've been doing? And just, like, live terminally online? Or I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Well, I guess we'll find out someday. Anyways, this is something. This is your usual, you know, zillennial or whatever, saying, "Oh my god, I wasted my life." Um, and I kind of wanted to bring software into that because a lot of these proprietary services are very, you know, addicting, and that's by design. It's meant to keep you on platform, but the extent to which they can do that is kind of insane. Like they can, you know, they can give you content into perpetuity and you can just scroll and scroll and scroll and, you know, maybe some of it will be interesting. I've heard of fucking people that, when they were talking about why they subscribe to YouTube Premium, they're like, well, they showed me their statistics. They watch like YouTube all day, every day for an entire month straight. Like they never fucking turn it off. And I'm like, how? There can't be that much content there that you're actually interested in. You're just wasting your life, you know? And that's kind of scary to think about how many people have fallen into this trap where they're just being fed constantly garbage. And it could be interesting, you know, maybe they're only watching shit that, like, they actually care about, but I don't know. I can't care about any of this shit anymore. I got a video up right now called "The Most Boring Video Ever Made," and it's about fucking word processing, and I'm like, oh my god. Well, this is a good way to kill 2 hours until I go to bed, you know? But, yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to say on it. there isn't really much to be said that hasn't already been said about social media addiction. It's just, eventually you're gonna think about it someday. You know, you're gonna hit that age and or you're gonna have like a little moment of mania or something. You'd be like, oh my god, how much time did I spend doing this shit? And you're gonna look at the statistics and you're gonna see how much of your life has been wasted. And I don't know if I really enjoyed wasting it, you know? That's something to think about for the next few days. And where do I go next? But anyways, I guess we'll figure it out and see ya.